Here's a classic example too, and a lot of people aren't going to like this, but it's true. People will condemn marijuana, but drinking's fine. You know what I mean? It's like, wait a minute. Isn't alcohol every bit as mind-altering as marijuana? I mean, don't people drink and beat up their wife? Doesn't that happen? Does that never happen? Do you know how people drink? Did you know that people can drink so much that they die? Right there on the spot because they just poison themselves? I mean, there are people who have drunk so much in one sitting that they just fell over dead. There are people who got in the car and caused car accidents that killed people. There are people who beat up their wife. There are people who committed adultery only because they were under the influence of alcohol. Otherwise, they would have had better judgment. But I just heard of a case just a couple months ago of somebody committing adultery a couple months ago because they were drunk. And it's in the Bible. Same thing. People got drunk in the Bible and committed adultery. Happened throughout the Bible. And yet people will say, you know, marijuana, I can't believe it. That should be illegal. And oh, man. And then, you know, there's a 24-pack of Bud Dummer in their refrigerator. You know what I mean? And that's fine. And they can drink, and that's fine. But, these kids with their marijuana. And look, I'm not condoning marijuana. I don't think it should be illegal, just like I don't think alcohol should be illegal, because I believe that, you know, all sin should not be made illegal, okay? I mean, it's not scriptural for those things to be illegal. God never made them illegal in the children of Israel, but He did command and say you're sinful if you do it. He said your eyes will behold strange women, your mouth will utter perverse things, you'll commit adultery in many cases, you'll do all these wrong things, and you say, Pastor Anderson, one beer, give me a break. The Bible just tells me not to be drunk. No, it doesn't just tell you not to be drunk. It says be sober.
Amen. That's right.
More times than it says not to be drunk, it says be sober. That's a more common command. And you're not sober when you're taking marijuana. You're not sober when you're drinking beer. You're not sober when you're taking mind-altering prescription drugs. And that's another form of hypocrisy, you know. Well, if the doctor prescribed it, then it's okay, even if it's mind-altering drugs. Look, we need to be consistent here. If marijuana is wrong, then drinking's wrong. Or else tell me they're both right, and I'll have more respect for you. You just said, well, I believe in marijuana and alcohol. You know? I believe anything goes. Well, I don't. I believe in being sober because I'm a Bible-believing Christian. That's what I believe.
That's right.
But we can tend to be hypocrites. You know, if we'll condemn the thing that we're not interested in, but the thing that we want to do, which is drinking, we'll say that's okay. And I'm not condoning. Don't get me wrong. I'm not condoning drug use. I've never taken any drugs. I've never even drunk a beer either. You know, it's like I'm just trying to be consistent here and say if it's mind-altering drugs, it's mind-altering drugs. I don't think you should be partaking of either one. I don't think you should teach your kids that drinking's fine, but drugs are wrong. When drinking is going to do the same thing to you that marijuana is going to do. I don't know all that. I'm not an expert. I'm not trying to be an expert. But I know that you're not sober. That's all I know, and that's all I need to know. When you're drinking or whether you're smoking pot, it's one and the same.